So I thought I'd just quickly give this quick tip. If you want to see what your snap will look like before you actually do the snap, or because Animation Snapper Pro does it all to keyframes, if you just want to kind of like preview what your snap will look like if it's not attached yet. So there's actually like two ways you can really do it. The one is just creating an offset helper, and the other is just to basically do the snap and just delete the keyframes or just press undo. Because you're not creating the constraints on the stuff, you can do this as many times as you want. So the first way to do this and to get a preview of what your snap will actually look like is basically just to select those two, fill the selection, create an offset helper. Now the offset helper, it will create that box for you. You can either set the scale for this beforehand, or you can just change it to any shape here. But say we just left it the normal size, that little box will actually be your kind of preview of what this would look like. And if you want a better preview of what it would look like, you just basically go in here and you select this, go into your helper data or your empty data here, and you just scale it up to roughly the size of the thing you're going to snap. And it gives you a very good preview of what your snap is actually going to look like before you actually do the snap. So it's basically just creating an offset helper with your source being filled in there and your snap being filled in there, and it will create that helper for you, and that will be your preview of what it looks like. And Animation Snapper Pro would have already filled in this now, so you can go, if you like this, so this is kind of your preview, if you like this, you can just go ahead and you can snap it. So let's batch that forward. So say you didn't create that offset helper, the other way is to just literally snap it like I did here, and if you don't like your result, you just go to undo. So in that case, because I moved the time slider, I just had to press undo twice, and your last snap, your last batch snap would be negated. So basically you can do the snap. If you don't like it, you just basically undo. Okay, so you can either use your offset helper as a preview to see what your snap is going to look like, or you can just do the snap and delete the keyframes you don't want. Another way you can do it as well, if you just want a more incremental way to see what your snap is actually going to look like, just step it forward. And at any point that you don't like what you see, or you want to change the grip, or even if you snapped a few frames too far, just undo that, and you just step a few frames too far, just simply go and delete the keyframes of that, and it will just snap it up to that point. So your preview is either just doing it and undoing if you don't like the result, or you create this offset helper, you scale it to the size you want so you can get the best possible preview, and that will give you a preview of where your snap is going to go. Okay, cheers.